So in part one of this, I was talking about how gossip is actually often misconstrued as lying, and is can actually be quite useful. It's actually a protective mechanism that communities and people who have had similar experiences can come together and speak together and vouch for the common experience, and it gets misconstrued as slander or lying. Now, we see this within the gender wars, and we also see this within the political realm. But I wanted to say that on the reverse side, the negative or the ill-dignified aspect of this phenomenon is the mania, the group think mania that comes from lying. And I guess that you can tell that it's a lie. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if it's a lie, it will create more chaos and more mania. If it's a truth, then it's going to create more peace. It's going to create an air of peace and respect and understanding. And if it's whether that's with a group or whether that's with an individual, if it is a lie that's being talked about or thought about, or shared or gossiped, then it will create in some way, even if it sounds so true, it will create in some way some kind of negative consequential chaos that it will speak for itself. And so an example of this is in the Salem witch trials, the movie with Salma Hayek. You see these little girls, these little ninnies, getting themselves all worked up, and it gets a lot of people in trouble and hurt. And you also see that happening in politics. You see that certain political parties get people emotional and worked up, and so that they are emotionally charged when they make certain decisions. And it's a very manipulative tactic. And I can't say that not everyone is consciously participating in this. Like, I don't think that, like, I don't think everybody wakes up in the morning and says, I'm going to cause chaos. But I think that they think that their participation in it is actually for some kind of righteous cause. But I do think that I know that there are people who are aware that if they're lying or not. You know if you're telling the truth or not. Somebody knows if they're, and it's a rare occasion if somebody believes that they're justified in their sin. Like,